V, back at y'all with another one. So, Matchroom and DAZN decided, or should I say, are deciding that it's a better idea to move Oleksandr Usyk's fight heavyweight debut against Carlos Takam back to May 17th, which is a Friday. It was scheduled to be May 18th to directly rival Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, which I didn't think was a smart business move. When you're trying to build a brand and you're trying to build a platform, it's just not smart to continue to compete with platforms that's already built and already have a fan base and already have already established. Why do so? You're just going to continue to come up short in that situation. Just build your own platform, build your own, clear your own path, right? Make your own way, and then you should be successful, right? You'll start seeing success. But when you're trying to compete, especially when you're trying to compete with Deontay Wilder, whom happens to be, regardless of what you think, the most exciting man in the sport of boxing. That's why everybody is sorting him out to sign him to every platform, because they want a big heavyweight fight, the biggest heavyweight fights on their platform. A la DAZN tried to sign him last week. A la ESPN and Bob Arum's sent him contracts. And Showtime was staying in the running, trying to keep him, right? Because he's the most exciting person in boxing. One punch, the fight could end. A la Mike Tyson in his prime, right? So with that said, they continuously put on cards where they're rivaling another fight. They continuously put on cards where there's fights going on in other places, right? And that's what make your numbers not come up successful. That's what make your platform and your brand not be successful. When you're trying to compete with already established entities, just clear your own path and make your own way, instead of trying to compete with them. And then you're competing with them when they're putting on star-studded names, when they have star-studded names such as Deontay Wilder. When you're putting on Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, and there's a storyline, there's a history, not to mention people want to see what happens after the fight. Is Deontay Wilder going to call out Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury? That brings intrigue, right? And so with that said, you having Oleksandr Usyk making his heavyweight debut versus Carlos Takam is just not a big fight. It's just not, right? So why do it? Why set yourself up for failure? It's best to have the fight. That the best thing you could do is put Oleksandr Usyk versus Carlos Takam that Friday before, because there's nothing going on. I'm pretty sure Showtime may have some preliminary fights and things of that nature on Friday, but that won't overshadow Carlos Takam versus Oleksandr Usyk, with Usyk, the intrigue for people to see Oleksandr Usyk make his heavyweight debut. You understand? He's currently the cruiserweight undisputed champion, right? I don't know if he's going to relinquish those titles or what's his plans. But it's just best. It just wasn't smart to try to compete with Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale when Oleksandr Usyk is making his heavyweight debut, and he's fighting a journeyman in Carlos Takam. If he was fighting Alexander Povetkin, you stand a better chance of having success. Even that wouldn't compete with Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale. And you're dealing with a streaming app on top of it. So then people have to search for it. When you have a situation where you have Showtime, and people 9 times out of 10, most households have Showtime as a subscription already, and all you got to do is click on the channel, and you don't have the hassle of looking for the app. And then sometimes the apps are dragging and things of that nature. It's difficulties with it, right? So when you're dealing with that, why compete with it? No point. There's absolutely no point. There's no 0 point. So this is the smartest move that DAZN can make in this situation, is just take a step back. If you take a step back, you don't lose brownie points, you don't lose respect, it's just smart business. You know what I mean? In my opinion, this was a great move for them. And they need to make this happen, make it official that they move the Oleksandr Usyk Carlos Takam fight back one day. You understand? And then you get ahead of the game, so to speak. You know what I mean? Only thing they will be competing with is the weigh-in, but still in that fashion, you're still talking about you're still talking about the fight is going to be at night, opposed to the weigh-in being in the afternoon. So there's no worries there. You know what I mean? But this is the smartest move that DAZN could make in this situation, and they need to go ahead and make this official, because there's no point in trying to compete with Deontay Wilder Dominant Brazil when you're trying to build your platform and trying to build your app, and you're trying to bring eyes to it. All eyes are going to be on Deontay Wilder Dominant Brazil, and the undercard has yet to be set. We don't even know who's going to be on the undercard. So you go figure. The undercard could be star-studded. That makes it even worse for DAZN and Oleksandr Povetkin. Why set yourself up? No point. But that's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share this video. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.